You're listening to the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast. How we doing? How we doing? Can't get no better than this. Indiana Fever, New York Liberty, lock it up. 90-88 victory by the New York Liberty. They got out of there by the skin. But it wasn't easy, and we're going to break it down.
For much more on this one, let's go ahead and welcome in Debbie Antonelli, who is on the call for this one. Debbie, what an incredible game. This one came down to the wire. What did you see from that final minute and how it played out?
Well, first of all, Jordan, what an incredible environment in here. 14 lead changes, 15 ties. That tells you how close this game was. But I thought New York in the fourth quarter, after trailing by double digits in the third, really showed their championship caliber mentality. They'd faced some adversity, and then they went right back to their MVP candidates. Jonquel Jones made a couple of threes. Breanna Stewart made some plays in the paint. And then Sabrina Ionescu getting downhill late. I thought that was the difference in the game. New York was much more aggressive in the fourth quarter.
You're going to hear me get into plus minus all the time, but it's only because it tells me who did good, who won the game, who actually positioned themselves to win the game, and how did it all shake itself out. I mean, that's the end of the day. I mean, who else rocked and rolled? The rest of the starters. Natasha Howard -9. You got Aliyah Boston -2. You've got Mitchell -2, and you've got Lexie Hull coming out of there at -4. And it was a tough one because Boston dropped 27 points. You know, Boston's got that tough assignment every single night, folks. I'm going to tell you, with Aliyah Boston, it don't get any harder. Stephanie White, she put it all on the officials. That's right, on the officials. She's not having it. I don't
see on the last play from Caitlin, and then on top of that, what do you think of your team play game execution?
I thought she got fouled. You know, I think it's pretty egregious what's been happening to us the last few games. You know, a -31 free throw discrepancy, and I might be able to understand it if we were just chucking threes, but we're not. We're attacking the rim. And the disrespect right now for our team has been pretty unbelievable. So it's disappointing, you know, that it doesn't go both ways, or it hasn't gone both ways. But we also can't allow that to consume us, right? Like, we've got to be able to play through that. We've got to be able to control the things that we can control. You know, I felt like at times our late game execution was good, and I consider most of the latter half of the fourth quarter, because it was a tight ball game. We're still not recognizing our mismatches. You know, I felt like AB had plenty of opportunities. We could have gotten her touches down low, and you know, we had some turnovers, key turnovers. We settled at times. You know, we fought, but we can't dig ourselves a hole from the beginning.
Yeah, Caitlin talked a lot about, you know, the defense kind of being iffy, especially in the fourth quarter when you guys were up 12 and then Liberty went on a 16-2 run. Just what did you see during Liberty's run that kind of you can take to fix?
Well, the best transition defense is offensive execution, right? And we had a couple of turnovers and a couple poor shots that led to runouts and led to runs. And I have to do a better job of using my timeout sooner. You know, oftentimes you get caught in this, you know, it's going to be a tight game. You want to keep them for the end of the game. But I should have used one sooner. And we have to do a better job collectively of understanding that individually we don't have to make the play that stops the run, or the play that turns the tide, the play that starts the run. We've got to continue to do, you know, what allowed us to be successful in the third quarter, and that was ball movement. That was playing 1-second basketball. That was player movement, and making the easy play.
know where this is going to go, but she wasn't happy with the officials. I thought the Indiana Fever played great basketball for the level that for them to be stepping into an arena. Okay, they're protecting their home, and they're playing against the WNBA champion that is loaded at every position. But it was a good ball game.
Just your, I guess, struggling to shoot the ball throughout the game.
Yeah.
What did you like about the shots that you ended up making, and also just overall kind of working your way through it?
Yeah, tough shooting night happens. I think just continuing to play. I thought I played well in the third quarter to kind of help us bring it back, and then we kind of faltered in the fourth. But you know, it was our defense. You know, when we struggled to guard, that's when we were in trouble. 30 and 25 in the first two quarters of the game. That's tough. Puts us in a tough position. Our third quarter was really, really good. Obviously, we won the quarter by 17 points. That's what put us in a position to have a chance to win. So essentially, like, we really played one good quarter of basketball and lost to the defending champions by 2. So I guess that's positive. A lot of ways to continue to get better, but yeah, I did not my best shooting night. I thought I could take care of the ball a little bit better. Had some tough ones, ones where my arm was getting grabbed, but whatever. But yeah, just keep battling through, keep shooting it.
What did the Liberty do? The Liberty did just what the Liberty normally do. This is a well-oiled machine. Brianna Stewart dropped in 16 points, got in there 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and came out of -7. So they locked her up pretty good. Lonnie Fibbage came in there -2. Here's what gets good. Jacquel Jones, 26 points, 9 of 15, 2 for 5 from the three-point, got 12 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and a block. Jacquel came out +2. Here, and Natasha Cloud. You want to talk about a ball player. Natasha Cloud is a ball player. Natasha Cloud hit the books today, 35 minutes, 6 of 9. 6 of 9 coming in there, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Grabbed you 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Got you 5 steals, 2 blocks, 3 turnovers. You talk about it. In addition to the New York Liberty, this Natasha Cloud, +13. You got Anescu backs that up, +11, 23 points. So you got the three-headed monster, Jacquel Jones, Natasha Cloud, Sabrina Ionescu.
Yeah, and you guys were up by 12 in the fourth quarter, and I think Liberty went on a 16-2 run. Just what did you see in that run, or what can you take from that kind of just going into?
Yeah, I think we struggled with our transition D there in the fourth to get started. And then gave up some layups, fouled a lot, and then JJ made some big threes for them to really put them back in the game. And yeah, those are, the defending champs. They're going to make plays. That's what they do. I thought we needed to find a way to stop their run a little faster, and that has to come collectively from the group. And we'll do a better job of that. We'll find ways to respond a little bit better and not get as stagnant. But we were up 12, I believe, going into that. Third quarter, going into the fourth, we just got to find a way to continue to build on that and not stutter a little bit.
The gas. Was it a game? Yes. Did the Indiana Fever play good basketball? Yes. Were they in a position to win the game? Yes. Was it a process for them to get there? They've beaten the Liberty before. Now they're just trying to come do it with a little better squad. But adding Natasha Howard, if the Liberty don't have Natasha Howard, they don't win this ball game. That's the kind of ball game that this was. The Fever battle. Caitlin expressed herself. You got a situation where I'll tell you flat out, folks, the game has changed for the Indiana Fever. The lineup has changed for the Indiana Fever. And I'm telling you now, Money Mike's going to put it on the line. I'll tell you way in advance. Lexie Hull's playing like the MVP of the Indiana Fever. I see everybody else dancing, tiptoeing, doing a lot of great things, but Lexie Hull has set that bar so high to play for the Indiana Fever. When you get on your court, your heart might burst if you can't give the same effort Lexie Hull. And this is the way it goes. The Indiana Fever are that type of team. They're a good team. Stephanie White's got a lot, but, I'm just a fan of this. You win, you win, you lose, you lose. You take accountability, and you don't blame anyone. And I think if the Fever take on that attitude, they're going to have a lot of success. Now, is it easy to do that? No, because you got to swallow a lot of guff, right? But this is, right? You know what it is. This is the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast. We call it like we see it. New York Liberty take down the Indiana Fever, but, man, it was a game. Lexie Hull is a shining star. Caitlin can drop them from anywhere. Man, oh, man, got to the end of the game. Booyah, right to the bottom of the net. So the Fever got what it takes. They got to go through a process. They got to elevate, and they got to go up to the next level. How easy that's going to be? Time will tell. This is the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast. All things possible to those who believe. We're going to keep it pushing. We'll see you soon.